성공을 향해 가는 채널.
The goal isn't to have the perfect daily routine tomorrow. The goal is to still be winning your daily routine in 50 years' time.
When you talk about struggling in school socially, what was the reason for that?
Yeah, so I think any only child struggles to be socialized to the level that they need to in order to have the same set of social skills that anyone with a brother or sister does. And then I think that there is some inherent introversion in me, and it kind of combined for me to not really understand other kids. So I used to obsess over things like the kind of hairstyle that other kids had, or the way that they tied their tie in school, or the type of shoes that they wore, the way that they carried their bag, which shoulder their bag was on, because I was adamant, I would fixate on that. And that would be the reason that they had friends and I didn't, because I couldn't understand why I didn't have friends. So I struggled.
What's your journey been like with reprogramming that toxic driving force, or that dark driving force, or those feelings of insufficiency?
So what I was missing for me personally was I didn't feel competent in things. I needed to feel like I was competent and I was proving something to the world each time that I succeeded.
Why did you need to feel competent?
Because that would salve my feelings of insufficiency. For every time that I won, the business was good, we broke a record with entries at a different event or whatever, that would make me feel, yeah, wow, I'm like less of a piece of shit, where I could no longer deny that my efforts were bearing fruits and that I was becoming competent at something. It was a crushing amount of volume and incontrovertible evidence that smashed my imposter syndrome into the ground.
If there is someone listening now, what advice would you give them?
Act first.
Okay.
You have to lead with action, because if you are someone that deals with a crippling sense of insufficiency, your ability to discount any good thoughts you have in your mind is going to be so strong. If you try and lead with positivity first, I need to think it, wish it, believe it, and I will achieve it, your set point of negativity is going to just crush that into the ground. I'm speaking from personal experience, right? As the guy that was chronically unconfident and still has, the imposter syndrome that does creep in. You have to start with action. When you say, I'm going to wake up tomorrow at 7 a.m., and when the option comes to hit the snooze button, don't do it. There's one win that you've got for the day. That's action, right? And it is just, it's tried to say the Peterson clean your room thing, but the reason that works is that you start with the smallest ever step and you expand out from that. The goal isn't to have the perfect daily routine tomorrow. The goal is to still be winning your daily routine in 50 years' time. If you expand your time horizon sufficiently, you will realize that very, very tiny steps can compound. What would you tomorrow want you today to do? You tomorrow would want you to keep that promise to yourself.
자신감이 없는 내가 성공하고 싶다면 자신과의 작은 약속부터 지켜보세요. 그 작은 행동이 당신의 성공을 향한 작은 한 걸음이 될 겁니다.